Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron.
Is that a question?
Welcome to Arresting Normality.
You don't know. You could be welcome.
Are you in the right spot? I didn't check. It's good?
It is. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now.
All right.
It's right at your face.
Fucking dude, we're so good at this.
I know,
this
God.
Is the way you start
We're like
a podcast.
professionals or something like that.
This is the way you start it, and then you make sure everything's set up.
Of course. Joined as always with Travis from Howie Games.
How we doing?
And Cody from Stealing Life.
Hello, I hate you.
Yep, it's great. It's so wonderful. I hope you guys had a good week. We've had a good week.
Great one. Good one.
Many things
Awesome.
have happened. The world is on fire.
Again.
Which is honestly the way it probably should be.
That's the theme of this year's The World's on Fire.
Basically.
That's the theme of every fucking year.
I mean, it kind of is.
Every year, at the end of the year, every year they're like, fuck you, 2016, you suck.
It's kind of
fuck you, 2017, you suck.
16. That's an interesting year to go back to. Just
I
to
know.
The only
It's
reason
just-
that
it's
it was
funny
like
to me.
that last year is because last year was just a dumb year, I think.
The thing is we always feel that.
Yeah,
and then it's
that's
more
what
fresh
I'm
in our
saying.
brains right now.
That's what I'm saying. Every year is a dumb year
Yeah.
because years are dumb.
Yeah, years are kind of dumb. All we did was go around the sun. That's all that happened.
Why do we keep existing? Why do we do this?
Why exist?
Exist do why?
But it's funny though. That's a good point because we're just every year it's just like, oh, this year sucked. God.
Yeah.
Every year. Yeah.
And then if there's when we get to the end of this year, it's like, oh, this year sucked too.
This one will suck.
This one actually has
such a-
kind of been gnarly for there's a lot that's happened in the first 2 months. I mean, I guess there was a lot that didn't happen also because, we didn't have World War III as much as everybody kept memeing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I fucking hated.
That was pretty annoying.
You didn't like the World War III memes?
No, I don't like memes.
Not really. I like memes, but the
like
World War
memes,
III ones got so annoying so quickly.
The first time I saw one, I wanted to.
But did you guys know that Epstein
Anytime
didn't kill
something
himself?
becomes so prevalent that you can't escape it is when it starts to become like crazy annoying.
I think
Yeah.
the Epstein didn't kill himself things was my I didn't like this
God,
meme.
that was so annoying too.
Yeah, that one was really fucking annoying
Was
too.
that this year though?
Yeah.
No, it was
That was the end of last year.
it
I
was
thought.
the end of last year.
I thought it was
thought
the beginning
so.
of this year. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
It's
I feel
been-
like I've been hearing about that for fucking 12 years.
Yeah.
Which is what Trump
Yeah.
should say every now and then. Maybe I'm wrong. As we discussed.
We're staying away from politics on the podcast, buddy.
But it's funny.
We can have our own political, independent
We're
conversations.
politically adjacent.
Yeah.
Well, just know that Bernie Sanders never does that.
Oh God damn it! You can't do it this early.
It's way too early for
gotta
that.
give
Too
it
early to end the podcast.
I know.
Hold on.
4 minutes out, everyone's left.
Yeah, everybody's gone. You said the word. You said the two words you can't say.
Yeah.
Trump, Bernie.
Yeah.
You can't say those.
They're like, oh, the podcast
Dangerous.
is over.
Yeah, cancel them. God damn it!
People
Well,
are
we had a
just
good
like,
run,
I don't know
boys.
why,
We did.
but I want to get up and leave already. It's just
I just have this strange sensation that I just want to take off my headphones and walk away from this
I
situation.
don't know why. I thought you were gonna say pants.
Take off my pantaloons.
Oh, I take off my pants and leave.
that's what happens every
that's
time
how
I
it
say
happens,
Bernie
right?
Sanders at the end of the podcast. People take off their pants. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
I
that
know I
time
do.
again.
Oh, it's Bernie Sanders time. Take off your pants.
It's Bernie Sanders time. Everybody take off your pants.
I want a shirt that says it's Bernie Sanders time, and it's just a dude taking off his pants.
It's the Wiki How dude.
Yeah,
And he's like,
yeah. Oh God! Hey, more people need to listen so we can make these amazing shirts.
The only problem is that anytime anything gets political anywhere, it's just like, oh, demonetized. Like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck you.
Well, that's why we make the shirts.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, jeez. Drav, I know you wanted to talk about something.
Kind of.
Or not. That's cool.
Yeah,
Cody, you had some
Cody,
wrestling.
you go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you
Oh,
go.
we've already decided. Yep.
So we've already ruined this podcast
Yeah,
because
no.
now people are gonna be like, "Oh, great, he's bitching about wrestling again."
Oh, you gave it away.
Well,
would you do that? Now they are gonna leave.
Well, because if they listen, they know me,
Yeah, that's true.
and if I'm gonna talk about something,
It's gonna be wrestling.
it's gonna be wrestling, and I'm also gonna bitch about it
Yeah,
because I'm just super negative.
I'm okay with that.
So wrestling is like my thing, right? I love it so much.
Of course.
It's my baby. And I've talked about the
It's
Fiend
my
before,
baby.
Yeah.
and how much I love the Fiend.
I don't like your face you're giving me right now. It makes me feel like that one character that I thought was really cool. They're trying to ruin it
They
again.
already did, didn't they? Didn't they?
They tried to ruin it.
They tried to, and then they fixed it.
Yeah, they did fix it, and he was pretty cool.
Dude,
I
it's
don't
been
remember the
great. They
fixing.
had that
I just
strap
remember the
match. I don't think we talked about the fixing.
No,
that here.
we didn't.
But they had the strap match with Daniel Bryan at the Rumble, and that was a great match, and they did it right. He beat the fuck out of him.
I watched the highlights. It was
really brutal. You actually watched
Well,
that
no, yeah,
match.
I watched the thing.
You watched that
My,
with me.
my brain goes, you don't watch wrestling, but I have visions of it, so I'm like, I must have watched the
you
highlights or
watched
something.
That match, and he beat the shit out of him, and they did it the right way.
That was really cool.
And he's been by far the most popular character.
I mean, that makes
his
sense.
Merchandise is flying off the shelves. Like, they can't make enough of it.
That's cool.
And he's just great. We all love him. So naturally, they want to ruin him
Of course.
because we're happy.
Why would you not ruin
And
it?
we're not allowed to be happy, Eric.
No, of course not.
So they had this show in I don't know how to say this the right way. It's either Saudi or Saudi. I don't know how you say that.
I've always heard Saudi.
Saudi.
Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia.
I've always said it too.
AU, so
Okay,
it's
so
a
Saudi
Audi.
Arabia,
like the car out.
like an Audi.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So they have a big show that they have every year there because they have paid them so much money to do these shows.
Of course.
They're bought shows. Like, they don't have to worry about attendance. Everything's paid for.
There's like no one there. Just a couple like
No, the place is
princes.
fucking full because they sell tickets for like $1 because, you know, Saudi Arabia has money that they don't give a fuck about.
Hilarious. And cool.
So they always have this big show, but the problem with doing a big show there is they're not as up on the product as we are here.
Okay.
Right? So,
Can they not watch
like the first
stuff from over here, or are they just not that
Well, I
interested?
don't know if they get the stuff all the time.
So they have to,
the
like,
first time they had a
reintroduce, like,
show,
Understand the stuff?
no, like
or,
actually get it there. I don't know if they get the current product as much as we do.
It would
You know what
make
I mean?
sense
Like
because
Raw
in
and
certain
SmackDown.
countries like
if
that,
they physically
ban-
can't watch it. is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if they actually have access to it.
Gotcha.
So, like the first show they did there was all these stories that like the people in charge of handling that deal requested certain superstars, and like the ones that they wanted was like Andre the Giant.
Well, he's
dead.
classic.
And Yokozuna is also dead.
Also dead.
And,
Wait, is Andre
you
the
know,
Giant
Hulk
not
Hogan.
around anymore?
No, he's been dead.
He
for
died
like
a long time
20
ago, dude.
years. Like,
I was
he's
gonna
been
say
dead for
he's
a long
really
time.
old. I know that, but I didn't know he was like
Yeah.
passed
Bones are
on.
old.
Yeah, and Yokozuna's dead, and they wanted like Hogan, who doesn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Like they wanted all these classic guys.
Yeah, Hogan's like
So-
excommunicado.
What they do is they bring back people. So they bring back Taker, and they had Triple H wrestle, and they had Kane, and
But
So
now I
that's
kind
been
of
going
want
on
to
for
know
a couple
why
years.
he's excommunicated. Why is he excommunicated?
well, that's all over with actually.
Yeah.
He's back now.
A while back, he made a comment that probably shouldn't be spoken about.
Yeah,
Oh.
no.
And now he's kind of slowly repaired his
Yeah.
integrity.
He's back.
Integrity far.
God damn
No,
it.
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He
So-
said the naughty things. Then I'm assuming.
In the in that pattern, they keep bringing guys back.
Sure.
So for this show, they decided to have The Fiend defend the title against Bill Goldberg, which we all remember Goldberg.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sucked. Goldberg sucks. I don't care.
Wasn't
What you wanna
Goldberg
say
like Stone
sucks.
Cold Steve Austin?
Sorry.
Wasn't
What were you
that who
gonna say,
he
Trev?
was? Wasn't Goldberg like pretty much Stone Cold Steve Austin? Or like, am I wrong? I don't know wrestling. I
What do you
feel
mean?
should.
Okay, I get why you think that because they're both bald guys that had
Goatee.
kind of very similar looks. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
guess.
that was like a character transformation. Like, same dude.
Oh, you thought that was literally the same person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's hilarious.
it is
No, they're different people.
definitely
Oh,
different.
okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is like legitimately one of the greatest of all time. The guy can do everything in the business. Goldberg is a piece of garbage.
Like,
That
is
might be
the
a little
character a
extreme.
piece of
No.
garbage, or
No,
is
he's
the
a
guy
piece of garbage.
The
No,
guy
the character is great, and that's the only reason people liked him. It's because they built him so well in WCW. They built him too well. He does 2 moves. Like, the guy can't fucking work. He can't. Spear, jackhammer. That's all he's got. So, everybody figured Fiend is gonna...
I'm sorry, just like I was Goldberg a lot in the PS2 game, and I don't remember which one it was.
Of course,
and
Mayhem.
fucking just every other move is spear.
I
Well, that's all he
remember
does.
you
Of
playing
course.
somebody against that, because we had your PS2 out and you're like, you want to play wrestling? I'm like, no, I'll watch. And you played somebody else that was there. And you did that. You just kept on yelling spear.
That's what you do. That's the
just
only
like-
way to play that
That's
character.
all he
kept
does.
yelling spear and knocking him over and whoever.
That's it.
Might have been Corey, and he just got pissed off about it.
It's super frustrating because it's that one move, because he was overpowered because of that
fuck
one
yeah.
move, because he was super popular at the time.
Yeah, he was definitely the best in the game.
So they're
whatever
like, oh
year that
yeah,
was.
spear.
Yeah.
Spear. Anyway,
Yeah, I just
So-
remember you yelling that and somebody else getting
I
pissed
said
off.
anyway, move on.
So
It was
we
funny.
all assumed, right, that we're building to a Fiend main event at WrestleMania, because
Right.
that's what we want.
Well, of
because
course.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
But they're in Saudi.
So
There's
he's going to
still tickets.
squash Goldberg, right? I liked the idea. I was like, cool, bring back Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because he's a big
murder
name.
him.
And fucking murder his face, you know? Put the Fiend over huge, make him look like a monster. They had different ideas. And they decided to squash the Fiend
Oh boy.
with Goldberg.
Why are you trying to build up a character that nobody fucking cares about anymore?
I have no idea. Goldberg beat the Fiend in about 3 minutes.
This is
Hit
actually
him with
my
a couple
favorite
spears.
Spear.
Hit him with a jackhammer. A terrible jackhammer, mind you, because
Yeah.
he's fucking old and shitty and he could never do anything anyways.
Thing. This
And,
actually
won
makes
the
me kind of
title.
happy.
So now Goldberg is the champion, and the Fiend is just buried, and now he's gonna fight John Cena for no reason at WrestleMania.
Goldberg is fighting John Cena.
No, the Fiend is.
Okay.
They just threw him out
confused.
into the Cena thing. Goldberg is gonna face Roman
Why
Reigns.
is Cena back?
Oh, Cena's back for WrestleMania.
Okay.
He's a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
People can't see how much he does for the community of wrestling.
I don't get it. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. And the people that are defending it are saying, you know, well, he's a big name and he'll bring in ratings, but in my opinion, he's not going to bring.
Angering the fans, though.
You're pissing off the fans that are watching every week, which is me because I have no life. And also, I don't think Goldberg has that name value anymore. Where
He's got some of it. I mean, if Travis knows who Goldberg is, even though he thinks he's Steve Austin.
I thought he was Steve Austin, okay?
he knows who Goldberg is, even though he thinks he's Steve Austin. That's
They look the
amazing.
same.
Still,
But are you going to watch it?
No.
Because Goldberg won?
No, I just
that's
remember
not gonna get you into
Goldberg.
it. The thing that's going to get people to watch is new, interesting ideas. The Fiend was getting new people to watch. Because I told you guys about The Fiend, and you guys were like, oh, wow, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I
And
actually
like,
was a
you've
little
watched
bit
a pay-per-view
interested.
since then.
Yep.
And, it's
And I'd
like,
watch another one, too.
yeah, and he's just, oh, man. And then the next night, they had Cena come out and do his whole Cena-y thing, you know, that he does.
Obscena.
He's like,
Where
John Cena.
where he does all kind of Cena stuffs. And then the Fiend came out and challenged him to a match, like, nicely. Like, just came out and, like, pointed to WrestleMania sign.
He's
And
like,
Cena
maybe.
did his stupid, like, Cena thing with the hat, you know? And then, like, that was it. It's like,
He didn't yell, are
mauling
you
people.
sure about that?
Well, the Fiend's been mauling people. Like, he ripped Daniel Bryan's hair out of his head.
Yeah.
But with Cena, he just shows up and is like, hey, Mania? It's like,
He popped out of the middle of the ring and ripped someone into there, which was
Yeah.
kind of like straight up like Nightmare on Elm Street kind of stuff, which was
and now
pretty
he's
awesome.
just challenging Cena to a friendly match.
He's like,
and It's just you
Okay,
want to
like
crush this
what
character
Aaron's
that we
talking
love.
about sounds super cool, makes me want to watch
Dude,
it.
it
And what
was
you're
fucking
talking
awesome.
about,
It was awesome.
what you're
That's what I'm
talking
saying,
about
they
makes
did
me
such a
go,
good
huh?
job. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did such a good job because that was the Daniel Bryan thing. He popped out of the ring, pulled him into the ring, ripped his hair out of his head, and then they built that strap match where he beat the fuck out of him with a leather strap.
It was awesome.
It was pretty brutal. It was great. And now it's just like, oh no, he got squashed by a 50-year-old part-timer. And now he's going to wrestle a 46-year-old part-timer at WrestleMania, and I would not be surprised if he loses. I said, what are you doing? Do you not want us to watch?
It's kind of like they have two different writers, and there's one that's writer. It's like, okay, let's build up this cool character, and there's one that's just like, no, beat him with nostalgia.
I splashed on my glasses. Yeah.
But like, they're trying to play up that nostalgia so hard. I wonder if they're trying to get people like me back into it.
Like
Well, I think
people
that's
from
what they're
back in
doing.
the day, sort of thing.
Yeah, from the golden era of new age wrestling,
Yeah.
basically, which is what when I watched back in the
Attitude
day.
Era, yeah. And it's just, but that's not the way to do it, because they've already brought Goldberg back and we've shit on him because he can't do it.
It's so funny too because I have no interest in watching these old guys walk around and do stuff. I just don't. But I hear about the Fiend and these other newer characters. I'm like, you know what?
Well,
I'll give them a shot. You know.
And that's not all that happened at that show. So that show was just a big clusterfuck. AJ Styles, he's not young, but he is young for like WWE because he's only been in the company for like 3 or 4 years. Mm-hmm. And I think he's like 44, but he doesn't look it. He doesn't look like an old man. He's in great shape. He can do everything. And we love him.
He's got style.
So many styles.
So many styles,
But,
AJ Styles.
he won this, I guess he thought he won this gauntlet match, which I don't know if you guys know what a gauntlet match is. It's where, there's 6 people in the match, and so you start,
And
the first thing...
Start with the Infinity Stones. And,
yeah, you gotta shove them into the gauntlet. You gotta, go through everybody to win the thing,
okay.
right? So, if you're number 1 and you gotta beat the first guy, then the next guy comes out, you gotta beat him, you gotta keep going. So
Is
AJ
Robert
wins
Downey
it.
Jr. there?
Yeah, he won it, actually.
that makes sense.
And then Taker comes out.
What?
Old fucking Taker. And I get it. They're doing this for Saudi Arabia, right? Because they want the old guys.
Aaron gets excited.
Taker comes
Not
out.
really.
We just look at Aaron and he's got the coat on and the fucking hat. He's got the gloves on.
I'm not into this at all.
I don't like this at all.
What are you talking
your
about?
Your eyes are rolled back in your head. No, Taker comes out and he beats AJ in one move.
Was he doing just choke
tombstones
slam?
him
Oh, yeah.
and beats him.
That's all he had the juice for.
Beats him in one fucking move. Then there was a title match with Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet, who was another up-and-coming young guy, fucking phenomenal athlete. The guy's ridiculous. Athletically, I don't know who else is at his level. And he gets squashed in a minute and a half. Brock just throws him around. The minute and a half was just him getting his ass beat.
I hate the way they're using Brock.
And then just squashed him. So all 3 of the guys we're excited about, AJ, Ricochet, Fiend, got squashed. By
You could make a little
old
rap out
guys.
of that. AJ Ricochet.
All 3 of the guys that we want to see got squashed by the old guys we don't care about.
The one thing I will say is, if I know they're building Brock as a heel, a hard heel,
Yeah.
and they're doing a good job.
Why
I've
are
only
they
seen-
doing that, though?
I hate him so much.
Well, there is, like Aaron said, you build a heel, right? They want us to hate him.
Yeah.
So that we watch so that he gets his ass kicked. But they're doing it, in my opinion, the wrong way. They're giving him... It's not... I don't want to see him lose. I don't want to see him.
Right.
Get him off my TV.
Let me not see his
Yeah,
stupid face
I don't
anymore.
want to see it anymore. So it's making us go away. It's not making us ready for when he loses. Which he's going to lose at WrestleMania to Drew McIntyre, and that's why they're building it. But... I don't know. It's This is the closest I've come to in a long time to giving up on watching wrestling.
Dang.
With that show, because all 3 of those things just together, I'm I don't know if I want to watch anymore. This isn't what I want,
Right.
and I'm just watching shit and being mad about it. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to watch AEW because that sucks too. So,
I mean,
I
that
don't know.
sucks when your favorite thing is turned against you.
yeah, it's just, and I know it's like a bitchy little thing. Oh, wrestling's not the way I like it.
Right.
But it's just like, fuck, dude. I watch so much of this bullshit. I've given them so much of my money. Like, it's just not entertaining in this way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't even entertained by it.
So wrestling, definitely
wrestling, right?
nothing happened.
So
Nobody
Everything's-
think that there was a sudden jump cut of any kind there.
Nothing.
No,
No, I wasn't accosted
Totally.
by police.
I totally know exactly where we're talking about.
Yeah,
where
definitely.
we left off. I know exactly.
Oh yeah,
everything.
yeah. We're definitely.
John Cena. Da, 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 da.
You can't see him. Da, 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 da.
So I'll just wrap it up. I'm sad.
Oh,
There we
fair
go.
enough.
I
Yeah.
almost quit. I almost quit wrestling.
There's a headliner right there. There's a well, shit. What do they call it?
What, like
Fuck.
title?
No, well, I mean, yeah, it's a title, but they call it like a hook. There's your
Oh,
hook.
yeah.
It's like, oh, Cody almost quits watching wrestling.
Cody quits wrestling.
forever.
Da, da, da.
Da, 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 da.
I mean, it might happen soon.
Yeah,
It might
could.
happen. It might happen.
yeah. They like fire the Fiend.
Honestly, Cody, I don't know how. I think you'd just be a depressed mess all the time if you didn't watch wrestling anymore.
I do love my
It's
wrestling.
just like, how are you doing today,
he
Cody?
just go.
Fine. I'm good.
No, he just go full tilt into powerlifting.
yeah.
Not powerlifting. Excuse me, strongman.
Yeah, I'll punch you in the neck.
Two very different things.
Yes.
Or either that, maybe we could finally get him to play D&D. I don't know.
No, probably not. I'm already getting like super into strongman, so. But yeah, wrestling's sad.
I'm gonna get you a Who's the Felt Stone for your birthday.
Dude.
That'd be cool.
A what?
Dude,
A
who's the
Roosevelt
felt
stone.
stone? You pick it up, it weighs a lot, you walk with it, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's all you do. It's heavy.
You just carry it around because it's heavy. Strongman's stupid, but it's so awesome.
You pick up the heavy thing, and then you walk with it, and then you put it down.
You put it down, and then you're happy.
Yeah, then you won.
Like when I was deadlifting last night, I picked it up, sat it right back down.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Felt awesome.
That's what you do.
The big ass rock?
I mean, it looks kind of like a coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that you can like buy are made out of metal. They're loadable. You put plates in them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not like dinner plates, if that's what you're thinking. It's not like a
dinner
China
plates are heavy.
cabinet.
Cody picks it up, puts it on the table, sets it down. He's happy. Now we can eat dinner.
I'm happy. I'll eat dinner out of my Roosevelt stone. Yeah, so I think I'm done. Wrestling.
I think I'm done
Boo.
with all of this now.
I will boo wrestling.
So anyway,
Boo.
coronavirus.
Boo.
Yeah, that's a boo
That's a
also.
thing. That's also a boo.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but have you had people freaking out about that yet?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
oh God, we're all gonna die kind of levels of freak out?
No.
No, because most of the people that I'm around are level-headed individuals.
I was genuinely concerned that I might have had it when I was like sick as fuck.
Yeah,
But other than that, no.
you could
To
have.
be completely honest,
Yeah.
at the time that you had it, there was no reported cases around you, so you would have been the first.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
But
that
he
that
does-
can't happen.
Doesn't
Work
mean
in
that
a
it
high
can't
traffic
happen. No, you're
environment.
right.
Yeah, I
You're
work
right.
in a
Yeah,
restaurant.
and not to mention, you guys are kind of the highway to Las Vegas, really.
Yeah, so it totally could have been,
You know.
possible. I'm fine
It's
now.
possible, but very, very minimal chance. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Was kind of dispel some rumors about the coronavirus
That sounds interesting.
and go around it. Like, so honestly, we're gonna start with the scary stuff right away because
The Fiend's scary. He's spooky.
the Fiend is scary.
I mean,
The
not
Fiend is
anymore
scary.
because a 50-year-old guy can beat him up.
But here's the question:
I'm not
you
going to
know,
let that go. I'm so
he's not
mad.
gonna let it go.
I'm so
He's an
mad.
angry boy.
I've been mad for a week.
Maybe their writer will get coronavirus.
Oh, that's not nice. I don't want that to happen. Maybe Goldberg
No,
will
I
get
don't.
coronavirus. Give it to Goldberg.
Well, and but here's the thing. Like, people keep going like, "Oh, is it actually gonna come here? Is it actually gonna be a thing here?"
Yes.
it's already here.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
have cases in Washington. We have cases in California. I think there's some in Arizona. You know, like it's all around already. So and that's the thing is it's incredibly contagious. It's a really good virus that can spread around like that.
virus.
So, well, it's not a good virus, but it's good at what it's good at what it
That's
does.
a good virus right there.
That right there, that's a good virus.
So here's the thing: do I think that it will actually be a pandemic and get everywhere?
No. Do you mind that?
Absolutely, 100%. I don't doubt that at some point you will see this in your own community, especially in here in America. It's already here, happening.
Merc.
We had
No, we're strong. We
nursing
got
home.
guns. We'll shoot that coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Right in its
But we already
stupid
had a
face.
nursing home that got infected, and we have no idea how that happened. You know,
'Cause they're old.
It's
Right?
well, it just being old is not a qualifier. That doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
Because they're
Okay,
old.
there's rumor number one. Just because you're old doesn't mean you're gonna get the virus inherently.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah. I just think like you get injected coronavirus when you're born, you know, and then if you get too old, it's just like,
soon
ah,
as
shit, you got it.
Ah, shit,
There it is.
coronavirus. Yeah, because
So,
the government's doing
yeah.
it.
Right, of course.
The government's
Oh
injecting us
God,
all
here
with
we
it.
here we go.
They're spraying coronavirus. That's what. See, everyone's thinking it's chemical
That's not the
trails.
mosquitoes
It's not
they're
chemtrails.
It's not. Yeah,
It's coronavirus.
It's coronavirus. That's what's happening.
It's coronavirus.
You heard it here first.
Because they want to thin us out.
Yeah, of course.
Chemtrail coronavirus. Anyway, back to the reality.
Truth.
Oh,
God.
okay. Back to the fake news.
Uh-huh.
Demonetized.
This is what happens. This is why it's all over the news. But no, like the New York Times did a piece, like it could have been
God,
released from a lab. I'm like, are you serious,
You can trust
guys?
them.
Like, I mean, even if they didn't have any evidence, even if it was.
Yeah, they usually
released
don't
from the lab.
cite anybody for anything. And
They're just like, maybe it was.
there's been reports from this place that it could
We
have
heard
been
on
this.
Facebook.
Well, because you don't have to like
Facebook
reveal
says
your
that it
sources,
might have
right?
been.
No, of course
So
not.
you can just say like a source told me that it got out, and like nobody told you.
Right.
Okay,
That's
so
what the fucking
but
wrestling writers do.
there's another rumor there. There is no actual hard evidence that this was made in a lab. There's none.
No.
Other than
Except
people
for the
going.
fact that it totally
Other than
was.
people going, maybe it was released out of a lab. Because that was the biggest thing that I heard at the beginning is like, oh, some lab in China lost power and it got out of that lab.
Yeah, I've heard.
Okay.
I've heard that it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
Well,
me
and
upset.
here's the thing: is if it did get out of a lab, then maybe we'd have a lethality rate of more than 3%. Huh? Maybe. Could
you
do.
know how it,
And
stop eating bats.
Yeah. That
Stop it.
Well,
bat soup.
yeah.
Stop eating bats, people.
It's not good.
Fuck.
It did do.
can't taste
Cody
good.
is right. It did
We
come
have
from
chicken.
bats.
What do you need a bat for when you got a chicken?
'Cause
Sorry,
there's too
I'm
many
being
people.
insensitive.
We actually don't know
Eating
for sure
bats.
if it came from bats, but it was some.
But it
That's
might
the
have, yeah.
idea.
It's some weird food that people eat over
Street
there.
Food shit. Yeah.
Out of that marketplace in China, which
We
have you
know
seen
that-
that marketplace?
God.
We know that a strain of it was running through something there, and we just happened to get unlucky, and it finally got just close enough to our human genetics that it could infect us.
Yeah.
Someone got it and then didn't get really any symptoms, but it mutated and then caught somebody
Well,
else, so
because
on and
that's
so
what they
forth.
say too, right? You can have it and not even get the symptoms.
Yep.
Or you can have it and you can get like
2 to 4 weeks. You
No,
can have
you
it.
can you can have it and go through the whole thing and never have any symptoms.
that's what they're saying.
And it'll sit there and reproduce, and then you'll sit there and
Yeah.
spread it to people,
And some people will get like real sick. Some people will get like a little sick.
and some people
Well,
won't get
yeah,
sick
and
at
that's-
all.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the coronavirus is you can have it for 2 to 4 weeks and be contagious, not show any symptoms, or never show any symptoms.
Yep.
Wonder if I had
That's a
it.
So
lot of things,
realistically,
actually.
God, if I had
if you
it,
look at the
everybody's
coronavirus,
dead.
yeah, not really, because if you look at the coronavirus, we have a 3% mortality rate. That means that out of all of the thousands and thousands of people that we're hearing about on the news that have been infected, 3% have died. That's a tiny number. It's a bigger number than the flu,
Depending on which side.
but Actually, even bird flu, I think, was only 1.5%.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty high now.
It's a fair amount of mortality, but in reality, 3% is a tiny, tiny number. Yeah. And we also have to consider, where did it come from? Well, it came from China. Okay, how's China's medical?
Not great.
Well, yeah, that's what we said last time.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is that just people just don't take care of themselves, or they can't afford to take care of themselves, which is unfortunate. But for people in more developed countries, it's really not an issue.
Just like the people dying from 110 degree weather when we live in that all the time. Like you're just underprepared for certain things.
The people it is going to kill in developed countries, because it has caused deaths even in America. But look at the people that it did kill. Yes, it's the non-God fearing. It's the people who voted against Trump. It's the people who voted against Trump and Bernie, and they will be squashed under the heel of truth. Okay,
Jesus protects from the coronavirus.
Because of the crown of thorns he wore on his head, it protects me. Because I don't know where I'm going with this. Damn it!
I like it though. Oh God. Shit. God, everybody's gonna hate us.
Yeah, oh no, definitely.
Yeah, this is demonetized immediately. But no, that's realistically, beautiful. The people who have died from it are people, and this sucks, but are older and already have complications.
That's what I said.
Yeah, if you're old, you get it. That's what Aaron said.
That's exactly what I said.
No, that's not what it means. It just means that you die from it if you get it when you're old.
Yeah,
because you're old. That's why you're
old. That's what happens.
So basically, what we're saying is, don't be old.
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
Just stop being old.
Just quit it.
Jeez, it's not that hard.
I'm glad we're clearing up all this misconception.
Yeah, it's so much better this way.
No, but like honestly, if you are older or have pre-existing conditions like emphysema, COPD, anything respiratory, or POD? Even cardiac, actually, COPD, that's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So. ICP.
OPP. I see.
But so basically, you're not going to get as hard hit, and a lot of people, even who do get sick and are healthy, they realize, like I'm sick, but they don't realize that it's actually even the coronavirus,
right?
Because it's really that mild to healthy people. It's just that we had an epidemic that started in a very dense population country. So it spread really easy.
Super dense.
That country has really poor health care.
Like banana bread dense.
China. Like, I have nothing against the Chinese. It's just they do have really poor health care. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
they're
on top of that, they're a huge
country.
trade hub. They're a huge trade hub. Of course it's going to get out.
People cough on their toys. Yeah. All that bubble wrap that comes from China full of coronavirus air.
Yeah.
Well, and then they cough on the lead that they put in the
quarantine
paint.
There's no containing it.
And when you cough on the lead that you put in the paint, it just gets everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Or in the toothpaste.
If they would just teach those damn kids that make everything over there to stop coughing on shit.
Can we teach all of those 7-year-olds just to wash their hands,
So, but here's the truth and reality of it. Will you see disruptions from it? Will you see disruptions from it?
Yeah.
That's possible.
Well,
honestly,
and mostly because it's just the overblown nature of news media in general.
Well, and also China shut down and they make everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. And then on top of that, they are trying to contain it. So if it gets into your community and stuff like that, will they be like, okay, well, local businesses are going to decide to shut down? Yeah. To try to protect themselves.
Sure.
So, like, honestly, should you run out and be like, oh God, we need all the supply? No, but make sure you have some food and water and you'll be fine. That's it.
Or, just live your life, wash your hands.
Oh yeah, 100% wash your hands. And please stop buying face masks because honestly, that shit can get in through your eyes. It's droplet transmitted.
Don't piss off the mask companies.
Let me say something about that real quick.
The CDC has come out and said, please stop buying face masks because people that need it are the people who have it because then you put it on them and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's not, the face masks aren't to protect you from it. It's to protect it's to protect you from it, but from the people who have it. The people who have it are supposed to be wearing those masks. That's why you see in Japan, the people who are wearing face masks aren't the ones who are afraid of getting sick. They're the ones who are sick.
Yeah.
And people need to kind of understand
what you're
that.
saying is if I go everywhere in my cane mask, I'm not going to be protected from coronavirus?
In fact, you would literally need eye goggles, too.
Well, the cane mask also.
Steampunk style, like aviator goggles. You're like, I'm protecting myself from the coronavirus.
Well, the cane mask also has like a cutout mouth, so it probably won't do that much.
No, probably not.
I'll look cool, though.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but honestly, is it a big deal? Absolutely. This is probably the biggest, illness that we've seen in a while. Is it going to wipe the face of the population and the fucking human race as we know it? No.
It's not even close. It's going to hit a lot of people, but it's like a super, super bad flu.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
and it sucks.
We have all we have to do is just keep up ahead of anything. There's very, very few strains of either viruses or bacteria that's faster than our ability to kill it. Like it's like really, really rare for something like that to happen. And even then we're like, hey, that's bad. We should like not let that be a thing.
I mean, it's like the Ebola thing.
Yeah.
Like Ebola was so scary, and then it came here, and they're like, "Oh, we fixed that."
Yeah. If something gets out of hand, if like Japan or America doesn't decide, hey, we should probably like make that not a thing.
Yeah.
Then if it gets like really bad, there would be multiple countries that would be like, hey, we need to team up and do this thing. Like I used to play this game called Plague Incorporated, where you make like these viruses that are like horrible, and I'd be so pissed because fucking Japan every single time they're like, oh, cured it, shit,
god damn it.
And you could never get Madagascar. They banned that game in China over this. They did. They straight up banned that game in China recently because of this.
And then everyone's playing a version. It's like, oh, coronavirus kills the world. Woo!
Coronavirus.
Like legit, they straight banned that game with the quickness.
And can I say something else about coronavirus?
Sure.
It's not a beer.
Yeah, the beer jokes.
They're old.
They're not funny.
Did you guys see the news company that did the fucking poll on that?
What?
They did a poll asking beer drinkers if they would stop drinking Corona because of coronavirus, and they came out with this huge thing.
It was like 50-50
It
or
was like
something
30%, I think, because I saw it.
Yeah, but what they didn't tell you is how that test was conducted. They mentioned nothing of the coronavirus. They just asked people if they would stop drinking Corona, and they asked people that weren't even regular beer drinkers or Corona drinkers, and then flipped it into, oh, people are stopping drinking Corona because of coronavirus.
What? Do you need to take that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys just...
Okay, we'll talk.
Continue.
It's okay.
Oh, tell work to
shut up,
eat a beer. Eat a Corona because they won't get the virus from it.
Yeah, I'm done with the Corona jokes. They're not funny. They've all been done. You're not clever. Just stop trying to be funny. I hate it. I hate these. Oh, this is old man stuff, but I hate this meme life that we're in now, where everything has to be a meme.
Yeah. Well, and making light of a thing like this, where people are dying and it is very serious and people are afraid.
Well, see, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. If it was funny and clever, that's cool. It's not funny and it's not clever, and you're not the first one to do it.
It's just dumb, and then on top of that, it's not good.
Yeah, like, because I don't care if you make fun of all kinds of shit, but like everybody keeps posting the same joke. They just keep reposting the same joke under each other.
Yeah, they're like, Corona's a beer and so is the virus. Ha
ha ha! I'm so funny. I can't believe I'm the first one to think of this. Like, you're fucking not, you ass fuck. I wish they'd call it anything else. Just to stop.
The not beer virus.
This is not a beer virus.
The you shouldn't make this any sort of relation to anything else virus.
But that's just me being an old man. I hate the time that we're in.
Why? Because everybody tries to have their 5 seconds of fame on the internet, just like us.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop trying to be famous. Hey, watch us on the internet. No, it's
everybody tries to get their 5 seconds of fame on the internet, like us.
It's just it's like I said like a while back when something happens and it's trending on Twitter and I want to see what the story is, like if it's about a wrestler or something. And I click on it.
You have like 27 memes to go through first.
Well, you fucking more than that. I'm sifting for like an hour of people either tweeting, "Oh my god, I was scared when this was trending." And that's all they said. I'm glad you fucking told me that because I needed that information. And then it's just memes. It's like, well, what happened? I want to know what happened. I don't care if you were
why
scared.
is this trending?
Yeah, and then people are like, I don't know why this is trending, but cool. Like, what the... Why? Go fuck yourself. God. Sorry.
Can't they, like, couldn't Twitter do something to, like, sort by relevancy?
It depends
like,
on how popular the topic is. If it's, like, a super popular topic, it will have, like, a section that has, like, the actual news that would have that happened. But if it's not, like, a super popular thing, which most of the wrestling things aren't, you have to just sift through the nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not super Twitter savvy.
Yeah, don't be.
Honestly.
Twitter's fucking awful.
Unless you're in the makeup world.
So, if you're wondering what you missed,
so if you're
I'm
Jeffree
back
Star?
to just hating everything.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Was there ever a change in that?
No, I'm just bitching about it again.
Oh, okay.
Because, I thought maybe people missed it. Because it's been like 5 minutes since I bitched.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm
it has
very
been a
bitchy.
whole 5 minutes.
And I understand that.
Okay,
But
so
man, it sucks.
to end this up, I would like to ask you guys, and I would ask the audience as well, if you have any questions about coronavirus. I'm not some crazy-ass guru, but I will do my best to give you a logical answer.
He invented coronavirus.
Aaron, do you have any more questions or concerns about coronavirus?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm relatively informed on the subject.
Well, good. I'm glad. Knowledge is power. Cody, do you have any more questions about coronavirus other than do you have it?
Yeah, I thought I had it legitimately, but no, I want it to go away.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
If I were to say anything else on something in this vein, and how things get overblown so quickly, you should. There's a channel on YouTube called Let Me Know, and there is the swallowed spiders conspiracy, and basically all of that's. It's pretty interesting, actually, because people say like there was this thing floating around for a long time.
It's been a
like,
myth forever.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you on average you swallow like 1.5 spiders a year or something in your sleep.
Yeah,
and it's just completely untrue.
It's not even kind of true.
Yeah, and the thing is he actually goes down and tries to figure out where it came from, but it's so interesting because. The source of the article, the very first article you can find on it, was sourcing something that didn't exist, and then they got sourced themselves while they were sourcing something that didn't exist. Mm-hmm. So basically, they pulled something out of their ass, and then other people followed that article, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
That's how it all happens, man. That's why people think lizard people are a thing.
Yeah. It gets completely out of hand really, really fast.
And it's worse nowadays.
Oh, so much worse because we get information so quickly.
TikTok is spreading a lot of bad information.
I just
on coronavirus?
On everything, dude. I saw a video on TikTok about a guy talking about the fucking spider thing. Because he was like, oh, it's 5 mind-blowing fucking things you never knew. And the number one thing was, you swallow spiders in your sleep. I'm like, no, you fucking don't, though.
You don't.
Spiders stay away from your mouth because they don't want to get swallowed.
Yeah, and they don't like wet places.
No, and you're breathing that air.
Yeah.
They're little things. They feel that. They don't want to go there. No. That's danger to them.
Yeah.
Why would they crawl in your mouth?
They're like,
eat a dick.
Sweet release. They're millennial spiders. They're millennial spiders. That's what it is. The sweet release of death. Please kill me.
Yeah.
Fucking made me so mad I coughed up a lung. It's bullshit.
Made me so mad I coughed up my coronavirus.
Bullshit. I hate it. Stop spreading misinformation.
It's just we're far too susceptible to just clicking on something
Stop
because it seems.
believing a thing.
I know.
Like sorry. I just don't get it. I don't get, because all three of us, right? We can read an article, a very well written article
Sure.
that says we swallow
I actually
spiders.
can't. I can't read.
You can read that whole thing and be like, wow, this is really well written. And then at the end of it, still know that you don't swallow spiders in your sleep. But for some reason, these idiots will just see a tweet that says you swallow spiders. And then it's the fucking truth.
Fact.
That's it. Yeah. Done. No research.
I read it on Twitter.
Yeah. I saw it. It has to be true.
Why do people do that nowadays? Because like
they're
ever since
lazy.
I was little, don't trust everything you see and hear. Right? That's always been a lesson that I've been.
Unless you read it on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's the truth.
God. Don't you
never lied on
understand that Twitter is like the paragon of factual information?
But that's the thing, is like, where did we go wrong? Where did parenting stop to where it's like,
Oh,
yes,
it's not
misinformation.
It's not the
Parenting.
parents.
It's the parents.
It's
can't-
not the
No, but, like,
parents.
Who
Stop
didn't
blaming
teach these
parents.
people not to trust pigeons?
I'm sure they were taught, but they don't give a fuck.
And people are just stupid.
I talk to people
It's okay.
that I've worked with or at work, whatever, and the shit I hear them say about lizard people and how the pyramids were built by aliens because they send an energy beam out to power their ships. Somebody told me that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
My
Like, and
first
they
question
believed it,
was,
or this was not like.
you know what my first question was? So
Where'd
if
you
the
hear that?
aliens built the pyramids to power their ships, how'd they get here to build the pyramids?
That's a good point.
Where'd the fucking power come from then, for fuck's sake? But no, they don't ask those questions. They see it and they go, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Cool. What the fuck?
You know, and I feel bad too because I do kind of get it. Their life is kind of boring for the most part, and you want something to be interesting and mysterious.
Watch wrestling. That's what I do.
It's not interesting or mysterious, Cody.
When
They
we're
just bring back
kids.
old fucking nostalgic shit to destroy
When we're
everything.
kids, we want things
true.
to be like magical and stuff.
Yeah.
And believing all these stupid ass conspiracies brings some semblance of magic back into your life, but it just
does.
That's what TV is for.
Sure, you know,
Watch
be
The
entertained,
Witcher.
but they want things to
That's
be
why we play D&D.
real.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's just...
I get it. I do.
No, you shouldn't get
I
it.
don't.
I get it.
No.
It's stupid,
They should be arrested.
but I do get it.
Ooh,
I
excuse me.
really don't.
It's just... The thing that bugs me is that they don't ask questions. Because I asked that
Nobody-
person that told me that. I asked them, well, then how did they get there in the first place? And you know what she said? I never thought of that. Yeah, because
Well,
you don't ask questions.
Yeah, they don't think
no,
about it.
Cody, listen, how they got there in the first place is they built pyramids on their homeworld. They just had enough charge to get here, so they had to stop and build
See,
more pyramids.
this is the problem right here. Is smarter people go in there and just to fuck with people, they'll go in and think about it. So, they build pyramids on their own homeworld, and they have them on all sides of the world, so they can project that energy out in all directions,
Everywhere.
right? But they need to
They
keep
have, like,
on.
thousands
They
of
need to keep
pyramids.
pursuing beyond their own star system, so they start to build pyramids on other planets, so they can continue to power it. And then, then they start,
That's what
so
happens.
they have to find all the planets with geologically dynamic insides, so they have a then they draw from the planet's magnetosphere, right?
Oh my
and then
God.
that uses that information to push that out, and we turn that kinetic energy into the type of energy that their ships use, right?
Science
Aaron's
adjacent.
convincing me right now.
It's science adjacent. That's what all this shit is.
I can bullshit some science.
And it goes to the
No,
ghost
but that's
thing,
also
too.
why they have things on Mars that resemble pyramids, is because that was their first stop. But then they found out the planet's core was dead, so the kinetic energy wouldn't work.
I'm not happy. This happens with the ghost stuff too. Like, I watch those ghost hunting shows because I think they're funny. And
I like it when they get violent with the ghosts. And they're like, I'm gonna punch you.
I love it when they're fucking talking shit to a ghost. Come on, you think you're tough? Like they're screaming to an empty room.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
You're thinking about Unsolved
Ghost punchers.
BuzzFeed
I call them the
Unsolved.
Ghost Punchers.
Those guys.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about those guys, but they're hilarious.
I love them.
But they're intentionally funny.
Kill me!
Yeah, kill me. Those guys are intentionally funny. I'm talking about like the Ghost Adventure guys, like Zach Bagans.
Oh yeah,
who like takes himself so seriously and be like, "Come on, man, I'm right here. You want to pick on ladies? I'll fucking kick your ass." It's like you. First of all,
it's like a bro thing too.
Then like something touches him on the shoulder, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. He panics and runs away. But like they're all science adjacent, right? So they're like,
isn't that a great term?
And I hate it.
Science adjacent. Is that kind of like how we're politically adjacent?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I feel this cold spot. And then, like, sometimes some of the shows will be like, well, ghosts are known to use the energy around them, so it makes it cold. They're known?
They're known.
How are they known? Also, I have another question about ghosts.
They're known.
When things use things to do anything, what is the usual waste product?
Heat?
Energy?
Heat. Why the fuck would it be cold? Why wouldn't it be hot?
Oh, because it's negative energy. Because they exist within the ghost world.
Eat a dick.
No. It's because they're dead. Because they're dead, they can't.
To hell.
No, they're dead. They can't produce their own energy, so they have to suck up the energy from the surrounding areas to make it so something will move.
Things, the waste is heat, like always. So why?
Well, it gets kind of hot afterwards, you know?
It's so silly that they pick and choose science.
Of course.
And then they're just like, well, no, it's cold because ghosts.
But it's ghosts, okay?
And they say they're known to. How do you know that? There's been no fucking real proof.
We decided.
Eat a dick.
They're the deciders.
Oh,
okay?
God.
They are the ghost experts.
Cody,
you don't understand. They're the ghost experts.
That's the other thing. How do you be an expert on a thing that doesn't exist? You make money on a thing that's not real.
Yeah.
And I get made fun of because I like wrestling.
Because it's also not real.
They're really there.
No, they're not.
They're really doing it.
All of wrestling doesn't exist.
The Fiend really got squashed.
The Fiend really got squashed.
It's fucking... Oh, it's mind-numbing that people don't just take 2 seconds to think logically about a thing.
It all comes down to...
damn it.
To the fact that they want to believe it.
I know.
It's kind of like people who, like, you know, they go out and they're like, I'm going to have a beer. And then they drink their first beer. And you know damn well that they've drank more than beer than that in the past. But they're drunk immediately because they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The mind is
they're like, oh, I'm so wasted. No, not really. But
I remember that.
You want to be wasted.
Travis.
No, there was a couple times, dude, where I was straight up puking off one beer. I'm a lightweight, but that's
puking
different.
Off one beer.
That happened at Sean's house. I threw up from one beer. Or 2 beers.
That's because you're a big bitch.
I am a big bitch, but that's besides the point. Fuck you guys.
I just... I'm so mad now.
How dare you question my alcohol
Why do we
tolerance?
always have to end these things with me mad? Why am I always mad? That's it. I'm done. Next podcast, I'm not talking.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. 5 seconds in, I'm pissed.
Well, in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, and, you know, do all the things that we usually say to do. Travis already blew his Bernie Sanders comment.
Yep,
so
can't use that
can't
now.
use it again.
Don't do it.
And, you know, show notes, 5 stars, blah, 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 things.
Ghosts.
We love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bernie
Aliens.
Sanders is not afraid of the coronavirus.